So, I'm actually going to start a real video series this time. We're going to do a rebuild of a 2016 RZR. Looks like we might need both upper and lower halves of the cage. Not sure yet. I got to get the plastics off it, see how it is, measure it up, see how whacked it is. But we need at least a top cage. That much I do know for sure. Need some locating arms, some other things. Sorry, I'm shooting this on my phone, so it's going to be a crappy video for YouTube. Sorry, you guys. Rumble, sorry. But we're gonna go through this thing and kind of give you an idea of what we're looking at and what's going on with it. And next day or two, we'll get a video up about parts list and what we're going to need to bring her back and get her running again. Some upgrades that are going to be going into it. I got a ton of things that are going to be happening with this. The customer says he's ready to get it all fixed. He wants to upgrade some things. He wants to do, some things that he wouldn't necessarily think of. He wants some ideas. So we're just going to go through this whole thing. So let's get to it, check this thing out, see what we're going to need. Kind of go quick walkover. This will be a real short video. But basically, let's start at the front and go to the back. The back is the worst for sure. But let's check this out. Let's see what we got here. So I've been talking to a buddy on the phone, walking around, looking at it while I was on the phone. Looks like the front of the cage fared pretty well on the front. Didn't find any buckling yet, but again, plastics are still on. He endoed it, which you can tell here by everything that's missing off the front. But the front held up pretty good. But what didn't hold up pretty good is when he decided to go end over end when he endoed. As you can see, there's a slope to the roof, and right there, that corner's pushed down. I know it's a little hard to see on the phone, but doing the best I can. He wants to replace the windshields because they're shot. Machine's been sitting for 5 years and just sitting out in the elements, so it's been just wasting away, getting full of crud. Found a bird's nest under the front hood. The black glass, even if I cleaned it, you couldn't see out it really. It's pretty scratched. But yeah, then you can see, so we get back here, we got bent locating arm here. As you can see, it's pretty bad. It's not good, so probably get a upgraded plate for there, some new trailing arms, at least an upper cage. We got a little bit of the metal here that's tweaked that we're going to work on fixing that, because it's just the muffler mount and the tray mount. So we'll see if we can bend that back and reinforce it with a piece of plate steel. Shock got hit. As far as I can tell, it's still sitting up on the shock, so I don't think there's any damage to it. But we're gonna have to, once we get it running, cycle through it and see if we can get it fixed. Down here we have the clutch. It keeps popping belts, and like again, it's been sitting for 5 years, so expect a lot of dirt, dust, debris everywhere, and it's been sitting out in the elements. And then we get over to here. I found another bend right here in the frame. You can actually see that one to some degree. That's not supposed to be there. So the frame's definitely bent inwards. I'm hoping that when we take the top cage off, like most of these units, the bottom springs back. But I don't know, that's a pretty bad hit. I mean, you can see it's got mold growing and lichen or something, I don't know, fungus on the seats. Floors are filled with dirt. I mean, you can see the rain splatter everywhere. It's been sitting. I got a bend here in the door. Then this door doesn't latch, doesn't even reach it. So it's not gonna, close right now. But then you can see the dip in the roof a little bit there on that passenger side corner of the roof, and then you can see the dip down from the front. So that front corner is mainly what took the brunt of the hit. And then when it went end over end. The plastics, because he didn't have a rear bumper on it to protect it any, took the next major hit along with the metal down in here. So, but this is what we're looking at. You can see the roof is a little off kiltered because of that bend up there in the front corner. The whole thing just looks like it's out of whack. Some of it's due to the bent trailing arm, some of it's due to the bent cage. But this is going to be our next major project, and see where it goes. See what upgrades we do. He's already talked about new suspension seat. Oh yeah, he also mentioned about how bad he got in the accident, that the steering wheel was bent from him flipping end over end. Nobody was hurt. Everybody walked away fine. No scratches, scrapes, and surprisingly no bruises. Nobody was injured whatsoever. So it was a good day for them. Now it's going to be a fun day for us putting this thing back together. If you're interested in more videos, comment below, leave a like, do anything you can to help share the videos, so that way we can get more viewers, followers, and it'll help with more projects in the future. Appreciate you guys. Thanks for your time today.